Hey guys, it's Justin Brunken again with CES at Rockwell Automation on the Move here in Portland. I'm here with Dan from Grace Engineering. They have a new product out, a new brand of products, GraceSense, and basically taking like what you guys do in monitoring a little bit farther, and specifically to the automation side of things and into the panel. And I don't know what I'm talking about, but you do, Dan, and I want you to kind of explain to us and everyone kind of what GraceSense is and what's going on with it.
Right. So thank you. Well, we are glad to be here, and GraceSense is our move into a continuous monitoring. And we want to monitor your power distribution center so you can see exactly what's happening. Now our target industries are those that are high process, so your steels, your food and bev, your water, wastewater, those where critical uptime happens. And right now what most customers are doing is an annual thermography of their equipment, and they're taking a snapshot of what's happening with the equipment and what it's doing. The advantage to the hotspot monitor from GraceSense is the continuous monitoring of that equipment, so you can see what's happening on every hour or every 5 minutes or every minute, what's happening with all those connection points. Because if you have downtime, imagine a glass factory where you have a liquid stream of glass. Well, if you lose your power even for a few seconds, you now lose that whole batch, and all that glass hardens in place, and now you have to chip it all out to bring it back online. So it's very critical. So this gives you that continuous monitoring and checks the connections. Now the way the technology works, it was actually developed many years ago from the MRI industry, and we have a tip here that we have phosphorus material, and that temperature, as that temperature changes, its reflectivity changes also. So we connect it with a non-conductive fiber optic cable. We put it into the ring terminal to make the conduction point, and we can go as long as 15 meters. So we can reach very far to the left and to the right, so we can cover in excess of 50 feet of monitoring points on those bus connections. And once we set it up, we go ahead and turn it on, bring it live, and it begins to monitor automatically. And the nice thing is it's very easy to communicate to it with Ethernet, TCP/IP, or Modbus TCP/IP. So it's very simple to set up. You set your configuration, you have your admin login, you change it to whatever's appropriate for you to block others, and then off you go. You set your alarm points, so you can have a primary alarm and a secondary alarm, and it gives you that warning as your temperature begins to creep up. It'll give you that warning. If it continues past that, it's going to trip an alarm, which is going to sound a horn or a buzzer or something like that to call everybody's attention to the equipment.
So, I mean, why, when you're talking to a customer, why not just stick with the status quo? Like, hey, this takes up room in their panel, right? And stuff like that. I mean, why take that room and use this?
Right. So the big key is we take just a small slice of room in the cabinet. So what'll be in there is a small head unit that mounts on a little piece of DIN rail. But what it does is it gives us the opportunity to monitor all those different connection points continuously. It's just like a photograph, which is more fun to be at home with your kids and taking a look at a quick photograph, or sitting down watching a movie of a whole family event that went on. It's night and day difference.
That's a good point. I think that's a theme right now, is like data and getting all this information from your system, right? And this is just another way to get more information about what's going on, not only now, but in the past and future, correct?
Correct. So you can decide, you can monitor this information, you can upload it, and now you can chart that information real quickly and easily. You can pull it right into your data historian or into Excel for that matter, and you can chart that data so you can see how it changes over time and what problems may be starting, and catch them early on where there is no type of incident or problem. No lost production, no lost materials.
Yeah, so you're catching problems before they happen, but then also are you getting data to change what maybe they do in the future in the operation to help?
Well, and that could be because if you start to see load fluctuations on your bus feeds, you can determine maybe you're having a problem with a motor where it's drawing a much higher current, so that one phase is actually starting to go bad. So now you're determining not only on your process equipment, but also downstream from there.
Nice.
Go take a look at problems.
That's really cool. So, I heard about this, and this makes a lot of sense. I mean, the whole connected enterprise, right? What does that mean? I mean, yeah, we're connecting the plant, and it seems like you have something that helps with that. So,
Correct. And it's all about production. It's all about uptime.
well, definitely appreciate that. Hey, thanks as always, Dan.
Good to
It's been
see
awesome.
you.
So, if
We
you guys are
appreciate
interested in more of the data inside the panel and the temp and all that stuff, come visit Grace Engineering right here at Ray Odom at the Red
Correct.
Lion in Portland.
All right. Or look us up on the web at www.gracesense.com.
Awesome. Hey, thanks a lot.
Thanks.